Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good afternoon to you.
We are from DLC and we are here to ask you some quick question. Are you ready for it?
Oh, yes, why not?
How would you describe yourself today?
I would describe myself as a person who has inspired many young people to become change makers.
How was your childhood?
My childhood was pretty good. I was born in Tanzania, East Africa. I did my schooling over there and good schools. So it was a good childhood.
Did you come across any challenges which made you take up the field?
Yeah, the main challenge is that when I grew up in Tanzania, there was a lot of racism against black people.
Who are the key influencers in your life?
My first guru, as I used to call him, a Spanish Jesuit, who actually taught me how to do social work.
What according to you is your biggest achievement till date?
Well, it is really increasing the visibility of the informal sector, people living in slums, and bringing about a change in them that they are able to make their lives better.
One secret skill you have.
Well, I do good carpentry.
What was your latest read?
My latest read was a book on spirituality by Dr. Rupert Spira.
What is the definition of social change according to you?
It is really a change in the quality of a life of a person in all aspects.
At what age you realized the need for social change?
Two stages, one when I was young, probably 12 years or so, and then professionally getting into this sector when I was 24 years old.
Who is your mentor in this field?
My mentor is a person called Mr. Gagan Sethi, who is a senior person in the social sector.
What is the best part about South?
The best part about Saath is the diversity that we have at Saath. You know, we have people from all caste, community, religion working with us, and then bringing it all together and creating a culture at Saath where people are able to contribute to social change.
One environmental cause you are really concerned about.
You see so much garbage being dumped on our roads, in our near places where we live, and I think that leads to a certain kind of ecological damage, and it is possible for anybody, you, me, anybody, to do something about it.
Are you working on or plan to work on any social concern?
We would like to look at is really climate change in cities.
What is your take on combining business with philanthropy?
I think it's a very good concept because business can generate resources which can be used for philanthropy.
One humanitarian cause you want to take up in your professional capacity?
Well, I would really like to take the case of aged people, to see that in their old age they live a respectful and decent life.
Which was your first breakthrough project?
Our first breakthrough project was in a slum in Berampura, Sakalchand Mukhini Chali, where we were able to ensure that all the houses had a toilet. And this was way back in 1990.
What is your most recent project in South?
Our most recent project is one that we call the business gym. It is basically increasing the resilience of nano and micro entrepreneurs.
Biggest challenge when starting off in this field?
It is the resources which can support and finding the right people to be able to work with.
Who's your favorite social leader?
I would say it is Dr. Ambedkar.
What leadership quality does a social leader needs to possess?
Well, I would say that it is a quality by which a leader is able to inspire people.
What is your success mantra?
My success mantra is that it is not the success of one person which matters, but it is the success of the whole team.
What was your last project?
You know, the one that we did with domestic maids, it was basically how to create professional maid service so that they are able to get a good wage.
How many books you have written? Which one is the closest to you?
The book that I wrote, Smart Cities, How to Break the Poverty Barrier, is close to my heart.
It was amazing to see you enlisted amongst 50 pioneers of change by India today. What is the change you plan to bring in the future?
The change really is how to make our cities a better place to live in, especially for the informal sector workers who really built this city.
Which year you received the Karmavir Puraskar by iCongo for doing a commendable work for the society?
I received that award in 2008.
How did it feel when you got the news for the first?
Well, again, I felt very happy, and this was really because we got the recognition that we are able to transfer wealth, create wealth amongst poor and vulnerable communities. That is what the award was for.
How was your experience when you initiated and developed the Integrated Slum Development Program?
Integrated slum development was about bringing change by way of education, health, basic services such as water, drainage, toilets.
5 things you want to achieve in next 5 years in South that will transform human life?
The first one would be really bringing awareness about the work that we do. The second would be to work across more cities in India. The third would be to build up a second line of leadership which can continue with the work that South is doing. Fourth would be to make the private sector realize that people living in slums and business can be done with them. And the fifth one would be that government also recognizes that cities will do better if all its residents have a better quality of life.
Biggest learning form failure?
To be able to analyze logically what went wrong and to see that one doesn't repeat the same mistake again.
What is your take on the education system of our country?
I think that our education system needs a lot of changes because at present it is just about passing exams, doing well in exams. It doesn't really educate us on the practicalities of life.
What is the initiative that every Indian should take socially?
It can be, paying for a child's education, or a medical support to somebody, or food support to somebody, proper guidance to people, being part of their network. Those are the small changes that each of us can make.
What inspired you to join the Della Leaders Club?
Della Leaders Club comprises of people from from a very diverse background who have proved themselves. So one can learn from them and also tell them about the work that we do and to get inspiration.
What according to you make DLC a unique organization?
It is not focused only on one sector. It is focused certainly on the corporate sector, industry sector, but it is also focused on the social sector, and that I think makes it unique.
A message that you would like to give to our viewers?
Yeah, that the message is that all of us can be change makers.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us, sir. It was great having you.
I would like to thank Della Club for giving me the opportunity to talk about Saath's work and to be able to tell others that a lot of things can be done when you are part of the Della Club.